Happy Mindful Monday, everyone. Welcome to another Mindful Monday. I hope all of you had a great weekend and you got a lot of rest in there and you gave yourself permission to treat it like a mini vacation because I'm sure you're working really hard, and those precious moments in the weekends, enjoying yourself, relaxing, spending time with your children, all of those things really help make for richer lives and help even help our mental health, because we are getting the rest that we need, we're getting rejuvenated, and that rest contributes to releasing certain chemicals in our brain so that we can have a happier life, right? And so for many, I know it's, we look forward to the Friday, and so we're all excited about the weekend. So today is Monday, and I know that, waking up in the morning can be really hard. Getting going can be really hard, especially if you're not really sure what your day is going to look like, or maybe you're like me and you're not really a morning person. It just takes a few moments to actively sort of, get it all figured out, or just sort of like totally wake up. So, I have purposely made these videos on Mondays to help us all get motivated and be able to take those extra steps to grow in our personal lives. And so today I wanted to encourage you by sharing some practical ways that you can move forward when you feel stuck. So, number one, if you're feeling stuck and you're feeling sort of maybe sad that things are not working out the way that you hoped, or you're having these thoughts that, I thought I'd be further along by now in my life, or anything similar to that, or just, feeling like quitting, the number one step is do not quit. Do not quit. These are indicators that we might just be a little bit burnt out, and all we need is a little bit of a break. A break could mean a nap. It could mean a walk and getting some fresh air. It could mean spraying on your favorite perfume or cologne and practicing some mindfulness, because your senses and the scent will sort of distract you and bring you into the moment instead of focusing on all of those racing thoughts. Having some fresh air certainly helps with that. Enjoying maybe a fresh pot of tea, a pot. Some of us need a pot. A cup of tea, coffee, or maybe you have something else that you really enjoy. So having a great breakfast maybe will help us get going. But recognizing that we don't need to quit, but just really taking that quick moment or a moment in the middle of the day to just take a little bit of a rest. It could be prayer. It could be reading a book. It could be reading something inspiring. Whatever it is that works for you, do it so that your mind can have that rest, so that you will feel refreshed to get back to whatever it is that you need to get back to, whether it's work, looking after the children, sort of specific project, coming up with new content, that sort of thing. Number two, when you are feeling stuck, you want to sit there and reflect on your progress from the past month, maybe the past week, the past month. You could do it for like the past 3 months, whatever the period is, and look back, because often we can be really hard on ourselves and think that we're not moving and we're not growing. And while it's great that we recognize where we can improve, it's also really important that we celebrate our successes. So maybe we wanted to be able to accomplish certain skills or a certain goal by this day, but when we look back, we're already on our way towards it, and we've come a long ways. It's just that we haven't arrived where we want to be yet. So taking small steps consistently is key. Even in those moments when we don't feel like it, the best thing to do is get back to it, feelings aside, and be consistent. Keep showing up. And number three, the third practical tip for today, and for this week rather, is to plan ahead. Plan for what is coming. Plan for those things that you want to happen. Plan for those events that you want to happen. Plan for the projects that you want to happen. Recognize what needs to be done, and allow that creativity, allow the break, that walk, the encouragement to fuel into creativity. There's just something about creating And that doesn't mean we're doing artwork or doing something that's related to dance. We are all creative beings in that we can create in our own capacity, and recognize that you can create in your environment and beautify your environment. So as you change the way that you look at things, as you change the way that you are looking at a particular project and beautifying it, so to speak, being creative, being excellent about it, that will bring you excitement and encouragement, and your passion will come through. So those are the 3 tips for this week to help you get unstuck when you're in those little bit of those blah Mondays or moments. Have a great week. Until next Mindful Monday. See you guys then, and have a great one.